skippy?
Maybe because you had this 4K phone.
No, I ain't gonna do 4K.
No.
Because that's nothing to do with the stream. The stream is 4K. Let me see your.
We are literally talking on the line.
Yeah, well, nobody's here yet. Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Hi.
We're just trying to figure out why it looks like. Is it choppy on your guys' end? It looks choppy on my end. We're trying to check now to see. Yeah, it is. Why is it so choppy?
Oh, it could be the Wi-Fi signal.
Oh, well. Well, anyway. Hey, guys.
Y'all get it. Y'all get it.
Wi-Fi should be fine. We are here to give you guys a couple of special announcements, some updates, and things like that. We've been talking a long time on these lives about some of the new things that we're doing with Jalen and Cacie and where we're going next.
What does that really mean?
So we had to talk it out and figure it out. We've gone through variations of what we wanted to do, and now we know what we actually want to do and what we're going to do. So let's dial it back to 2018, I think it was, when we first started.
2018.
The Jalen Cacie YouTube channel.
It's amazing how 2018 seems so far away.
Yeah.
Literally in 2022. That's not that long ago, but still though, it just seems like a lot has happened in that frame of time.
Yeah. But to the OGs who've been here since the beginning. And of course, guys, you know the drill as always. Let us know where you're watching from, your country, province, all that good stuff.
Who is you?
Who you are, where you're watching from. We want to see. But we started a long time ago, 2018, a long time ago. And some of you have been here since the beginning. And we just started with a podcast, and then we started doing videos, and on and on and on. And we've always kind of, maybe not always, but wondered where we were going, what we were going to do.
Well, a lot of it, if you're honest, we were winging it.
You were winging it, yes.
You're kind of learning as you go.
Yep.
Figuring out if you still want to do this.
Yep.
Because it's a lot being on social media. And the one thing that we're not afraid of criticism. We're not afraid of not being liked or whatever, because number one, we're up here because we believe the Lord told us to be up here. Number two, we are mature enough to understand that everybody's not going to get what we're doing. People are not going to agree with what we're saying. And so we're not that sensitive type. As a matter of fact, I find a lot of negative comments hilarious. But so yeah, we're not here for the likes, the love, and all that kind of stuff. We're here for a purpose, and we have a mission, and that is to spread the gospel through media.
Well put.
Hey.
So next steps, what does that look like for us? Let's talk a little bit about a vision, and we're going to upload a video that just talks about it. We're going to talk about it here, since you guys are live people who tune in just about every Sunday when we come up here, and we think you guys should know. So the vision for Jalen and Cacie as a business is to transform this being the basis of it into a streaming service. All right. So when I say streaming service, think Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, that sort of thing. So that involves having an app that you can watch on your phone, that you can watch on your smart TV, other devices like that. So we've been researching it and finding out what it takes to build it. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some resources. So as we, build toward that, obviously there'll be more to share as we learn what we're doing. And I do want to preface all this with saying this is a learning process. So we're learning as we go. We don't immediately know how to do everything that we want to do, but we are learning, and the Spirit of God is guiding us. But that is one of the things we really want to do, is create a streaming app built like a TV network. I have a background in television, actually. We both kind of do, actually. I have a background in television, and we've created things that have aired on television locally. So it's something we have familiarity with, something that we love. And that was the purpose of JCTV. And I'm going to kind of steer the conversation a little bit to talk about that a little bit, and then I'll come back to the streaming service. But JCTV was step one toward that end goal of creating an app, because I wanted something that was 24/7 content. So we looked at it and took all the content that we've created on our channel and plugged that into a 24/7 streaming service and figured out how to make it work and set it on. And then it went down, and it went up, and it went down, because it had a lot of technical difficulties, because it's actually pretty intensive to have it 24/7 and trying to do it out of your home.
And you only can do so much for free $99.
Yeah. So we finally learned that, okay, in order to do what we're really trying to do to keep JCTV alive and stable so that the stream does not go down, we have to invest some money, and part of that investment is renting a server that so that you're not using your own computer and your own internet that is unstable, that can go down, and using someone else's stuff remotely that you can access. So we're in the midst of doing that right now. We already made the first investment to doing that. We're just waiting on some of the technical things we need to get it started. So although you do not see JCTV streaming right now on our channel, that's on purpose. We're waiting to get this server so that we can start up again and hopefully never have it go down again as we learn this process. So JCTV was the first step in that. But we foresee different content, more content from other creators besides just
lifestyle
ourselves.
things. I mean, even for me, there's some different programming that I will be directing, some things that the Lord has placed in my heart to do that's outside of the purview of marriage topics, and from motherhood to womanhood to cooking to fashion to makeup and other talk like shows that I want to do that will be on that network. And we also want to invite other content creators that have the same faith base and mindset as we do about family and about life and about things of God, that we know that people like you would benefit from, and you should hear their voices. And so we want to create a network by which they can come and do that freely, because again, there's so much more in us, and God just used the door of marriage for us to get here. Marriage will always be our core. I believe that with all my heart. We're not going to abandon the message of marriage at all, because it is definitely the core. We believe the core of our society and our lives, and have successful marriages. But we want to expand and grow on that, because a lot of people that watch our channel are not even married. We have a lot of single people who watch our channel. We have a lot of people who are divorced, people who from all walks of life, all types of people watch our channel, and we want to appeal to those people in our way.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you talk about some things you want to make. My background is more in fictional content, scripted series, that sort of thing. And there are some things that I desire to do, positive Christian content that I would like to create and work with other creators to create. So this streaming service would not just be a marriage-based thing. We don't know the full name of it yet. We have some ideas, but it would be something where you could go and see all kinds of content. And you would know that it'll be something safe for your family. That would be something encouraging. There would be a mix of entertainment and inspiration and education and spiritual teaching like we do here now, but something that you could turn on and you would know that this is something positive for my family, and that is teaching principles, whether it's through fictional entertainment or through just a sit down talking session, that would be positive for your family. So that's something we are very passionate about, and we are working on creating. Again, we don't have a timetable because we've never done it before, but we are actively working on it. JCTV was the first step. Second step is stabilizing JCTV so that it goes back to being 24/7 on our channel. The step after that would be actually creation of this app. We have some ideas. We know some services, some third-party services that we can use to get started. So we're going to have to begin to make that investment as well. And we're going to take it step by step and keep you guys updated as we go. As part of that, if it's something that you want to help us create, then we're going to, in a future live, as possibly soon as next week, maybe a little longer, depends on how much it takes for us to work out the details, but we're going to be launching our channel memberships on this channel. So I don't know how long you've been on YouTube, whoever's watching this, and if you've been to other YouTube channels that have channel memberships, but it's a feature that YouTube provides where you can become like a extra special exclusive subscriber for a certain dollar amount every month. And usually there's tiers. If you're familiar with something like Patreon, that's what it's like, YouTube's version of that. And to support creators. So we're finally going to turn on that feature. We've had access to it since 2020, and we just never turned it on because we didn't know what we wanted to do yet. And we didn't just want to make stuff up and throw it at the wall and say, okay, give some money. And, you know, we don't
The
know
reality is, and my husband is very, very, what's what I want to use for you?
That's a good word.
Huh?
That was a good word.
No, but that is a word I'm trying to think of. Like, he will use every possible resource to get something done without having to use money. And not because you're cheap. You're not a cheap person anymore. But it takes resources to get things done. And sometimes when people approach the subject of money, people get kind of like, they're gonna ask me my money. Listen, you don't have to support this side of what we're doing. You can continue to support us by liking, sharing our content, by telling your friends, commenting. You can definitely do that, and we appreciate that. But if you believe in the message that we are preaching and we're teaching, and we're here sharing our vision, and you want to help us take it further so that it can reach more people, and then not only just more people, but quality content. We can't ask people to create content for this network and feed them chicken dinners. Like, that's not going to work. Okay, it takes resources, it takes money to do that. So if you want to be a part of that, we now have a way for you to support that. And in a coming week, and maybe 2 weeks, but within that time frame, we will definitely have more details for you and have things launched and ready.
Yeah. So the way channel members will work is you sign up, subscribe, become a monthly subscriber for whatever dollar amounts that are set, and we'll have at least 2 tiers that we'll do, like a lower.
And there are benefits to being a subscriber or being I don't like calling it subscribers, but they call
being
it
a channel member.
A channel member.
Yeah, that's what they call it, being a channel member. So we'll create rewards that you will personally have access to. And that's why we're not ready to talk about it yet, because we're still finalizing what those perks will be. So you subscribe at one level, become a channel member, sign up, you get these perks, and the next level, there'll be another perk. I will say that there's going to be some exclusive, they call it member-only videos. We're going to launch some new series that's going to be a part of probably the higher tier perk. That will be really fun. I think a lot of you will enjoy. So that's what we're working on now. So once we finalize it, get it approved, then we'll bring it to you guys and show you how you can help partner with us and get rewards out of it as well. So that's one of the new things that's coming. So just to review, because we've got one more announcement. JCTV is coming back. We've put the money into rent the server, and we're just getting it all set up. We will be launching channel memberships, and we're going to give you more details on that here in the next week or so that you know how you can participate with us and help us launch this vision for Jalen and Cacie. And then lastly, the new announcement that's about an old thing that we're bringing back.
Old thing, but fresh.
Yes, we're bringing back the Jalen and Cacie stories.
Yay. Cue applause.
Jalen and Cacie stories is not how we got started on this channel, but it was the most consistent, and it was the biggest draw to our channel. That's where, I think some of our best content came out of the Jalen and Cacie stories. And we were doing it weekly for a while. This was before JJ. By the time we got towards the end of the pregnancy, that's when those videos stopped, and we started doing short form content to kind of keep the channel going. But now
that JJ's more on a schedule, we're more on a schedule. And again, we're just reorganizing how we do things here on the channel. And, we're listening to God always on how to do things. And, as life changes, as life grows, you have to edit a lot of times. And so we had a season, like you said, once JJ was born, it was a whole different thing. We just kind of stopped doing Jalen and Cacie stories because we just didn't have the time, and I look busted all the time, and I wasn't getting in front of the camera looking like, got milk and spit up and just looking all raggedy and stuff. I wasn't gonna do that. I just wasn't. And my husband always was like, do you really need makeup when you're in front of the camera? Yes. Yes. I mean, I don't mind being in front of the camera with makeup, without makeup on, but it was a whole different era of our lives at that point. I know, get back on track. But anyway, but now that we've fallen into a schedule with JJ and with our lives, we're coming back to Jalen and Cacie stories, because I really love doing Jalen and Cacie stories. They were always fun, and I felt like I grew as a person talking about Jalen and Cacie stories and talking about marriage principles the way we were doing then. And so I'm excited to get back to doing it. So I hope you guys are too.
Yeah. So when is that happening? Well, as soon as we get off the live here, we're going to record an episode, and the aim is to get it out on next Monday, the 4th.
So yeah, this is happening now.
This is how we do things. We realize we have an idea and we got to do something, execute. We got to execute fast. We can't let it drag out. We've got to get on it and just kind of grind it out. So next Monday, April 4th, I think the 4th is Monday. Jalen and Cacie stories, new episode. And so, what's the topic? Well, it's going to be the topic that we've been mentioning that we were doing in the lives. We're just going to do in Jalen and Cacie stories. And so that first week, the first episode, it'll be a series of episodes, but that first episode is going to be about talking to single men, because we had a lot of videos talking to single women, and we talked about, hey, we want to do something about single men who are looking to get unmarried men who are looking to get married God's way, and sort of that preparation process. We talked a lot to the women. We wrote a whole book. You wrote a book about talking to the women. But I really have been gestating this thing for a while, and I'm really excited to talk about it. So it's going to be a lot of me talking and sharing, but there's going to be a lot of profound principles.
I'll sit back and
now you're gonna have so much input when I start talking, but
we'll see.
But it's going to be a lot of fun, and our the audience we have on the channel is primarily women. So I'm going to count on you guys to help me get this out to men in your life and share it on your social media pages so that men can see it, and kind of draw them to the channel, because it's exciting. So it's a lot of exciting things going on. Jalen and Cacie stories are coming back, guys. And it's like, well, how often are you guys going to do it? As often as we do. Won't make any promises, but our goal is to be very consistent with it. So
I think that
we have to be.
We're setting things up a little different now, so it won't be overwhelming or tasking for us, so that we can deliver the things that we say we're going to deliver. Because I do believe in being consistent. I do believe in like not yo-yoing people around. And one of my concerns that I always have, like, man, people, they come here and they don't see anything new, or do they trust that we're going to be here? I think about that a lot. And so I'm thankful. Again, I'm always going to say thank you to those of you who are still here, the OGs, the new people, all y'all family friends. Thank you for subscribing, because we say this a lot, and I do this because it reminds me that we don't earn the right. Like, we don't need, I'm saying it wrong.
It's not something we take for granted that we just deserve.
Yeah, we don't deserve the people that we have. We don't feel like we're entitled. That's what I'm trying to get to. We don't feel like we're entitled for your view or your support. Again, we're doing this because God told us to do it, and He will bless us because of that, because of our obedience. And we thank all of you who listen to the Holy Spirit and follow His obedience in your support to us, because you are blessing us. Therefore, you will be blessing millions of people, because we believe that this channel, our network, will bless not only thousands, but millions of people in the future.
And we've touched hundreds of thousands. If you look back at some of our videos and some of the views,
I'm amazed. I am amazed.
We've touched a lot of people.
At the people who comment, like, I've gotten closer to God. People have gotten born again. Marriages have been restored. It's just amazing to me, and it just really brings me to tears a lot. Like, wow, what I said, I didn't think it was all that great, but you heard something that you needed to help you get to the next level in your life, and that's important. Because, see, I know that happened to me. When we were searching, when we was dealing with our marriage struggles, I went for God, and I said, God, I need help. And I didn't know who to turn to. I knew Jesus was the answer, but I needed some help. And He sent me online. And that's how we discovered Marriage Today. We talk about them all the time. And Pastor Jim Evans and his ministry, his marriage ministry. And that's what helped save our marriage and to make it what it is today. And because of that, we want to sow that seed back in someone else's life.
Well, let me a little principle here that we've learned over our lives of our marriage is that when you're ready to make a change for something positive, and you're ready to get off the hamster wheel, the cycle of failure, success, failure, kind of thing, where you never really get anywhere, you need a coach.
You do.
You need someone to coach you, okay? And you've got to be willing to throw out all the information you think you know about the topic. This shows up a lot in health and fitness, where you on back and forth yo-yo dieting and joining a gym, quitting a gym, all that. It shows up a lot in business. But when you're ready to actually be successful, when you're ready to get results, it's at that point that you got to settle down and find a coach to submit to get the guidance from. And sometimes that coach is someone you meet one-on-one. Sometimes it's someone you pay. And sometimes it's someone you meet on YouTube and you just follow their videos and subscribe. And every success we've had in life with different areas of our lives has always come after we sought out coaching and got that coaching, And so if you're here, you stumbled across this live, stumbled across this video, and you're dealing with relationship issues, you're dealing with marriage issues, things like that, you're dealing with your unmarried single life, you need a coach. You need someone to help you if you really want to get some changes. And we could possibly be that for you, or maybe somebody else. Maybe one in a series of videos you're watching, and you'll find that ministry or that person that's got everything that you need for that season of life.
And that's why the network is going to be so important, because we know everybody's not going to learn from us the way they might learn from someone else. So we can employ other people to be on our network that have a different style than us, but teaching the same message with the same anointing, with the same, desire to help other people. You may learn from that person, and that's okay. It's not about us. I'm okay with being a facilitator of somebody else's greatness, like helping them reach the world. And that's what we want to do here, is create a platform where not just us, but other voices can be heard, preaching the gospel in different forms, whether it's lifestyle, whether it's baking, cooking, fashion, makeup, whatever. Jalen got so much that I want him to put out there that I believe that's going to be great for the men in this world. And he needs his own show, the Jalen Show. I know we're not that creative when it comes to titles, y'all, but like, there's just so many things. And I can ramble on about this, but we're excited about the network. We believe we have the focus right now to focus on this and do this. So that's why we're pushing hard. And right after this live, we're getting right to recording the new and fresh Jalen Cacie story.
Yeah. So
and it's gonna be up Monday, you said?
Next Monday. Not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow Monday.
Next week Monday.
But next April 4th.
4th, yeah. That's when you'll see that new SJK stories for the men. It's gonna be really awesome. So make sure you guys check that out. So we're gonna sign off here. Thank you for everyone. Anybody rewatching, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you have ideas for the network. If you've missed JCTV, again, it's coming back. If you think the channel membership sounds cool, some perks that you think would be cool that you would like to get out of being a channel member and all that, and we will talk about that in the next week or so. More details, we're gonna get that launched. So thank you guys for watching. We're gonna go record a video, and we'll see you guys next week. Love you guys.